Hey you guys, welcome to Dollar Workout Club. Today we are doing an intense full body exercise routine. It's going to be really difficult, but it's going to be really rewarding. So stay with us, all right? My name is Lynn. I'm going to be doing the modified or beginner motions, which is why I'm wearing green. So if you want to do a modified version, follow me in green. Natalie here is wearing yellow, so she's going to be doing the intermediate level of each of these exercises. And Drew here in red is going to be doing the most advanced or intense movements in these exercises, okay? So that way you'll know who to follow throughout the workout. We're going to be going through each of the exercise moves with the modifications so you know exactly what to do before we start our warm-up and workout. There's 7 different movements, so stay with me, all right? It might take a little bit of time, but it'll be good for you to know proper form and which level to work out throughout the entire exercise routine. So the first move we're doing is Superman's. So you're going to be lying down, and whether you're green, yellow, or red, you're doing basically the same movement. I'm going to have Natalie here show the green or modified version just a little bit different. You have your arms out, your feet out wide, and you lift those feet and arms at the same time, lifting them both up like you're flying, like Superman. The only difference is green or modified, we may not come up very much. As you can see, these are very small movements that she's doing. For yellow, you may come up a little bit higher. As you can see, she's lifting a little bit higher. She's not bending her knee. She's keeping her legs flat and just lifting those legs up. So she's really engaging those hamstrings, and she might be moving at a little bit of fast-paced. Drew, on the other hand, in red, is going to be lifting even higher, and he's going to be moving at the fastest pace during this motion. So those are Supermans. Next, we're going to be doing push-ups. So for push-ups, we're going to have Natalie first show us the green or modified version on the wall. What you're going to do is you're going to bring your hands out in front of you on the wall and then have them slightly shoulder width, a little over shoulder width apart. You're going to step out away from the wall, and the further you step out, the harder it is. The closer you are into the wall, the easier it is. And then you're going to lift off of your toes and lean that chest into the wall till your head basically reaches the tip of that wall, and then you're going to press back out, squeezing those chest muscles. As you can see, she's coming in, and then she's squeezing and pressing back out. So that's the green or modified version I'm doing. For the intermediate or yellow version, you're going to be on your knees. You're going to have your back flat, your butt down, and again, your arms slightly over shoulder width apart. You're going to bring that chest down to the mat, and then you're going to squeeze as you come back up. So down all the way to the mat, squeezing as you come back up. Drew's doing the advanced level, so if you're red, you're going to be on your feet, still keeping that back flat, that butt down, your arms over shoulder width apart. You're going to bring that chest all the way to the mat if possible, and then extend all the way back up, just like you see him doing here. The next motion we're doing is high knees. For a green or modified version, you're not going to be jumping. You're just going to do exactly what Natalie's showing right here, having your hands up and bringing those knees up high, one at a time. The faster pace you go, the harder it's going to be. For a yellow or intermediate level, you're going to be doing the same thing, but you're going to be jumping back and forth. So you can see she's trying to bring those knees up high. She's going back and forth at a pretty intermediate pace, really trying to bring those knees up high. If you're red or advanced, you're doing this move, you're bringing your knees up even higher and going at a very quick or fast pace. So choose the level that best fits you for that. For dumbbell side raises, which is our next motion, we're all doing the exact same movement. The only difference is the weight you're going to be using. If you need it to be a little easier, like for the green or modified, I'm using some light soup cans. You can see that Natalie's going to be using something heavier, like heavy soup cans. And then Drew's going to be using heavier dumbbells. And what you're going to do is you're going to have the weight facing towards each other, so your palms are facing towards each other, and you're going to raise those arms out until they're in the shape of a T. So your arms are parallel to the ground, and then bringing those back down, all the way out, all the way down. You don't need to go up too high, and you don't want to, only go down to this level. You want to go all the way up to the T and come back down. If you slightly bend your elbows as you come up, it might be a little bit easier. So if you're green or modified, remember you could do that. The next motion we're doing is sit-ups. So for a green or modified version, what I want you to do is I want you to lay on the ground, have your knees bent. I want you to support your neck by putting your hands behind your neck. You're not going to be using that for momentum. You're just holding it in place so that you don't strain your neck. You're picking a spot up near the ceiling so that you keep your gaze fixed up there, and you're lifting those shoulder blades slightly off the ground and coming into a crunch so that you're really engaging those abdominals. Then going back down, just a small movement up and down, up and down. Perfect. Yellow and red are going to be doing the same motion where they're extending their legs out completely, they're crossing their feet, they have their arms way out back, and they're using those arms for momentum as they throw their bodies forward and crunch straight at the top. So yellow is going to be doing the exact same movement as red. The only difference is yellow may be going at a slower pace than red's going at. The next movement we're going to be doing is thrusters. So thrusters are a little bit tricky. They work a couple different muscle groups. I'm actually gonna have Natalie show real quick. Let's have you show the modified version real quick for me. So what you're gonna be doing is get a chair or bench or anything like that, and you're gonna be going ahead and you're gonna be sitting down like you're squatting, but you're gonna sit right down into the chair, then you're gonna come up and you're gonna throw those arms up. Now, Natalie thought about getting the soup cans because you can use a light weight if you'd like. It does get pretty difficult though, so feel free to do this motion without any weight. I'm not gonna be doing any weight during this exercise. So you sit down like you're squatting, you're gonna keep that chest tall, and then you're gonna come up and you're gonna extend those arms. So let's show them the full movement, down, squatting, up, extending those arms. As you can see, the important thing is she's keeping her chest up as she sits in the chair, and as she comes up, she's really extending those arms straight out. Even though you're not using any weight, this is really gonna work those shoulders and get hard. For the intermediate and advanced level, you're actually doing the exact same motion. The only difference is the weight you use. So Natalie's using something slightly lighter than Drew's using. Your feet are a little over shoulder width apart, slightly angled out. You're gonna come down into a squat, keeping that chest up, and you're gonna come up, and as you come up in that upward motion, you're extending your arms all the way up to thrust that weight up in the air, up and down, just like you see them doing here. The key is, as you can see, those knees are not extending past their toes. They're keeping their chest up the entire time. They're squeezing their glutes at the top and extending those arms, really working those shoulders at the end. The last motion we're gonna be doing is a burpee. For a beginner or modified version, you're gonna have a chair, step, ledge, you can use a countertop, anything that's stationary, you're gonna come close to that. You can see her hands are on the edge. She's gonna step one foot back, the other foot back, then forward, and then she's just gonna reach in the air. So she's just doing a little kind of calf raise at the end, getting on her toes and reaching up, back, forward, reach, okay? For the intermediate or yellow level, you're gonna be using a ledge, or you can, if you wanna make it harder, the lower the ground it is, the harder it is. You could use, for example, the stair in your home. Hands planted on the surface, and you're gonna jump your feet back, jump your feet forward, and jump up. So in a fast motion, back, jump. And of course, the faster you move, the harder this move is. Drew, doing the red or advanced motion of this, is gonna be going all the way to the ground. So he starts, he jumps down, he hits his chest to the ground, he jumps his feet back in, and he jumps up. Again, all the way down, jumping his feet back up, jumping up in the air. Now, I know that was a lot of moves to go over. Don't worry, you can follow us throughout the entire routine. You'll see this move multiple times. We'll talk about form throughout the entire exercise. And Natalie and I are gonna go ahead and get started with this warm-up, so follow us as we do that. And Drew's gonna explain the entire workout to us while we're doing the warm-up itself.
All right, guys, so like Lynn said, we are doing a full body workout. So what we're gonna do is 2 full sets, okay, of all these movements. So we're doing Superman's push-ups, high knees, dumbbell side raises, sit-ups, high knees again, thrusters and burpees, okay? So there's 8 movements in each set. And we're doing 30 reps on set number 1. So you're doing 30 Supermans, 30 push-ups, 30 high knees, 30 dumbbell side raises, 30 sit-ups, 30 high knees again, 30 thrusters, and 30 burpees. Whew, that's a lot to say. Set number 2, we're only doing 15 of each of those, okay? So we're doing 30 and then 15 of each of those, and we're going for time. So you kind of go as fast as you can throughout this exercise, but with very good form. Here at Dollar Workout Club, we preach quality reps over quantity, okay? So it's cool to go fast and get a nice time, fast time, but that's not the goal. The goal is to stay safe, keep good form on each single movement, instead of just go for time, okay? So be safe, have fun with us. We'd love to have fun here at Dollar Workout Club, and it should be a quick one, which is part of our philosophy about working out smarter, not longer, okay? And the rep scheme will be up on the screen for you guys to follow along if you get lost, okay?
And just remember, when you're doing high knees, it's 15 per leg, so 30 total.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that.
Yep. And yeah, let's get.
All
are we done with
just
the?
shake off a little bit. We're already done with
warm-up
the
already?
warm-up.
Oh, great.
But make sure if you skip the warm-up that you do loosen up a little bit, because we're gonna get started. All right, you guys, hopefully you have everything ready, because we're gonna be getting started in just about 10 seconds. So get into position. Okay, and we're starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and starting with those Supermans. Remember, 30 movements. These are just small movements if you're on the modified version. Really focus on your breathing. Really focus on extending those arms and those legs.
Whew, my glutes are burning. Whew.
You'll feel a slight pinch in your back as you're doing this motion. If you need to take a break, that's okay. You can break this up into reps. You can do 10 reps at a time or 15 and 15.
Sometimes when I go from lying down to
Push-ups.
upright, I need to take a second. I tend to get lightheaded, so if that happens to you too, that's okay. Now 30 push-ups is hard, so you may have to break this up into sets of 5 or sets of 10, depending on your fitness level.
Whew, you guys, that was tough. I know these exercises are gonna be hard and we are trying to go at a fast pace, but I want you to think of proper form throughout all of these movements,
Yep.
okay?
I'm gonna take a break on my push-ups because I don't want to get burned out the first set.
Remember to keep a flat back throughout this movement. Remember to keep that butt down when you're doing push-ups. Good form throughout. Trying to get that chest as close to the ground or to the wall as possible.
Okay, honey.
Good job, you guys. I'm breaking up my push-ups as well. Break them up however you need to.
Yeah, Lynn's right. I don't want to see you guys going like this, okay? No butts in the air.
27, 28, 29, 30. Oh, man.
Whew, keep breathing, you guys.
Oh, 5
It's a
more.
tough workout. I already feel my heart rate rising. And that's intentional, you guys. Even though we're doing a full body exercise to really build muscle, we're also burning a lot of fat by getting that heart rate up, by making this a high intensity exercise.
Oh man, good job, y'all. My arms are burning right now. Whew. Whew.
Man, I had to stop at 11.
30 high knees, ready?
Try to keep that intensity up throughout this whole exercise, you guys. I know this first set is especially tough, and if you're like me, you may be breaking these
Oh, man.
exercise moves up, and that's okay. But make the most out of it. This isn't a race with us. This is a race with yourself.
Oh man. So you're gonna notice that your shoulders are still, and your arms are still really tired from the push-ups. So when you go right into these 30 side raises,
Oh, man.
it burns.
Yep. That's for sure. Sit-ups.
Good job,
Now,
y'all.
I know
Good job,
some of you guys
Green.
are trying to beat me, and I know some of you will. And I wanna see that. I wanna see your time.
My heart is racing right now. That's how it should be. If it doesn't feel hard enough, if you're not out of breath, you're not at a hard enough level.
And remember, you don't have to stay at the same level throughout this entire workout. If you feel like you can do one of the moves, for example, at a yellow and one at a red, but one's at a green, that's okay. You can alternate throughout this workout. Just do the best you can and challenge yourself. Woo, you guys.
I know.
These are burning. I'm gonna take a break in between. I'm breaking these up into sets of 10s for myself. Go at your own pace. If you don't need to break them up, that's totally fine. But you do wanna use a weight that's challenging. Okay, if it's too easy, you can go straight through 30 and you're not even straining, it's not hard enough. Okay, get a heavier weight.
Make sure on these sit-ups, you come all the way up until you're perpendicular to the ground.
Sometimes it helps to force yourself to put your hands on the ground.
Yep.
Woo! Man, my shoulders and back are really killing me. Woo! Keep breathing, keep going, you guys. I know this first round is really tough. Okay, really tough. A lot of movements, a lot of repetitions. I want you to just try to keep that intensity up as high as you possibly can. If you need to take a quick break, that's okay, but then keep going. Woo! Oh man, that burnout.
Thrusters.
All right, if you're following me in green, we're doing these small crunches. Remember, these are just small movements, getting those shoulder blades off the ground and then coming all the way back down, okay? Off the ground, all the way back down. Slight crunch, really squeezing those abs. And again, if you need to take a break during this, that's okay. I'm gonna break around 10 for just a second. Kind of relax those abs for a second before I go back in.
Make sure you're getting your knees high enough that they hit your hands and at your hip level.
Woo, you guys, my abs are burning already. All right, take some deep breaths. If you need to take a break, go ahead and do so. I broke
20.
these up into 10, 10, and 10. Keep breathing and keep going. Ooh. Woo! I know it's tempting, you guys, to want to take a break in between, but if possible, keep moving. Even if you're not going at a fast pace, try to keep that heart rate up by moving continually throughout the entire first set, and then just get a quick drink of water in between the second set.
You might notice we're not talking as much in this workout. It's because we're out of breath. It's really hard.
Woo! All right, I'm going into my thrusters. Like I said, you could grab a weight if you'd like. I'm gonna go ahead and do this without weight. My feet are just shoulder width apart as I keep my chest up and I sit back into a chair or ledge, and then I reach my arms up, okay? So coming down, 2, down, 3. Okay, just focus on good form throughout. It's okay if you're not at the same pace as me. It's okay if you're a little bit further or if you're a little bit behind. That's completely fine. We're going at our own speed. Woo! Almost there, you guys. Try not to take a complete break until you get finished with your first round, until you're finished with those 30 burpees.
Good job, Red. Good job, Green.
Nice job, you guys at home. Keep moving, all right? Remember, full movement. Woo! Woo! This is a really hard workout. My buns are burning. I'm gonna just take a quick break. I'm gonna sit down, shake those arms, but I'm not gonna stay down for long. So I'm trying not to take too long of a break. I wanna get through this entire first set before I really take a little about 10-second break between my next round.
I'd say this is right up there with one of the hardest workouts we've done all month.
Oh yeah. Remember, it's about challenging yourself. Good form, but going at a fast pace for you. If you're faster than us, that's great. Keep moving. Don't slow down for us. Okay, you want to make this as challenging as you can for you.
Oh, good job.
And if you're like me and you lost count, then you might be doing a little extra credit.
Okay, yellows, we're gonna go right into 15 Supermans, okay? No rest. Woo! Now, if you notice, Drew was ahead of me the whole time and I caught him on those burpees. It's just because the red burpees are really hard. So, if you're not that out of breath and you're doing yellow, you may want to consider on this one challenging yourself and going up to red on the burpee part.
I just wanted to show this move from a side angle for you guys before I switch back over. Stepping out as far as you can and reaching up on those toes, okay? Stepping out far and reaching out on your toes. Now I'm gonna do them from the forward view. I just wanted to make sure that you focus on good form throughout each of these movements, okay? Don't want you to skip that little toe raise at the end. Woo! My heart rate's up. I'm really tired, but I'm gonna keep going because I wanna save my little break that I'm gonna have for after this round. Keep breathing, you guys. Really challenge yourself. I know this is a hard workout. Like Natalie said, I think this is one of the hardest ones we've done all month. Keep going. Really push yourself.
Oh, these are hard, but it's so nice to only have to do 15 and not 30.
Woo. Keep going. Focus on the breathing. Deep breaths in, really getting oxygen to those muscles, you guys. Trying to take as minimal of breaks as possible.
Oh.
On these side raises, I don't want to see you guys swinging your chest, okay? I don't want to see you going like this. Nice, strong trunk.
Woo! Keep moving, you guys. You got this.
Now over 9.5 minutes in.
Good job, you guys.
Nice job. Green, if you're able to keep going, keep moving. I'm just taking a quick, probably about 10-second break, getting some water and preparing myself for the next round. Next round, best round, okay, you guys? Really give it your all here. I know we're fatigued and we tend to want to compromise form when we're tired, but try to keep up that intensity and try to keep good form throughout.
Good job, yellow. 4 more.
Woo, really lift those legs up high if you're on Superman with me.
All right, yellow, high knees. We got this.
Whew.
Let's go quick. Thrusters. On your thrusters, remember when you go down in that squat position, make sure to push up off your heels and not your toes. All right? You want your feet about shoulder width apart.
All right, you guys are doing awesome. Keep that speed up, keep that momentum up, okay? Keep that intensity for this last round. Remember, this is the last time you're doing this move. Keep going, you guys, don't give up. Okay, try not to take any breaks. Try to make this round throughout the entire round without any long breaks.
Oh, burpees.
Woo! Good job, you guys. You're doing awesome. Keep moving. All right, on high knees, 15 of them. Keep moving, you guys. Keep that heart rate up. Don't slow down. Try to make this even faster and better than the last round. 15. Woo! All right. You guys, we're getting towards the end. I know for yellow and red, they're a little bit ahead of me, and that's okay. This is about going at your own pace and your own speed, okay? It's about challenging yourself. I want you to think of just being a little bit better each day, striving to compare yourself to you last week, last month. You guys are awesome. Keep going. I know this is really hard. For me, it's really burning.
Good job, yellows. Good job, reds and greens.
Woo!
I am totally out of breath right now, so if you finished and you don't feel like this, then next time, bump up that level.
Man, whew, I'm breathing hard, but I'm staying consistent. I want to keep moving.
Good job,
Take
Drew.
as few breaks as possible.
Drew's tired. We're all tired. One thing Lynn's doing a really good job here is that she's looking at the ceiling when she's doing her crunch. And that helps to prevent you from using your neck to pull yourself up and really focusing on using your core muscles to pull yourself up. And it doesn't strain your neck as much. Good job, Green.
Those abs, I know they're burning, you guys. Keep moving. Keep going. Woo. Okay, the last part is always the hardest part, and it's also where you're going to see the most growth and improvement in your body. It's when you press past that threshold that you think you have, and you keep going anyway. Okay, so even though you're tired, don't give up. Don't give up.
Good job. Remember, you've been a member a while, you've heard us say this over and over, but it's true. At Dollar Workout Club, we don't focus on super long 1 hour, 2 hour workouts. We believe in working out smarter, not longer. So our workouts are super intense. We want you to burn as many calories as possible in a really short period of time. All right, so that's why you see us use minimal rest. That's why when you're done, like Drew, you fall flat on the ground, right? And that's the idea, that we want you guys to work so hard that you're completely exhausted, but you're done. You don't have to keep working out for another 40 minutes, hour.
Absolutely. I know it's tough, you guys. I want to take a break right now, but I'm not going to because I know I'm so close to being done.
Oh, you're so
I just have 15 burpees left. You guys, come on.
Let's go.
Good job, Green. You got
Keep
this.
going.
Push through the pain. Good job. Mind over body. You got this. Good job.
Push yourself.
If you're even behind this at home, that's okay. I'm going at a fast pace, you guys. If you're beginning and you're still on even set 1, awesome. You're still working hard. You're still struggling and you're still growing. Do not quit on yourself during this workout, no matter where you're at.
There's a slow and steady confidence that's built when you finish the workout every single time. Even if you slowed down, even if you had to take a small rest, you finished the workout. You had integrity. You promised yourself you would do something and you did it. Slowly over time, self-confidence is built by proving to yourself that you can say what you're gonna do.
Almost
Good
there.
job, Lynn.
Good job.
Awesome. Good job.
Nice job.
Proud of you.
Nice job.
Camera, I still can't
Nice
move.
job.
I'll
Nice
move in
job
a
at home,
second.
you guys. Seriously. If you're still working, keep working. Keep moving and keep going. Keep focusing on form. The workout's on the screen. Go ahead and press pause if you need to, okay? Then pick back up with us because we're going to start our cool down and our stretching. Woo. All right.
Okay. What we want to do now is recover as quickly as possible. First stretch we're going to do is a hip flexor stretch, you guys. So we're gonna stretch our hip flexor muscles, which are right here. You're gonna be on one knee, put the other foot in front of you, and push this hip forward. As you push off your knee and drive your chest backward, it'll give you a nice deep stretch right in here. And hold it.
Oh man. Even though that's full body, that was so cardio intensive.
Yeah.
It may take a while for your heart rate to come down. You may be sweating for quite a bit of time afterwards. Sometimes even after a workout like this, I'll go shower and I'll be sweating when I get out. And that's normal, you guys. That's the afterburn. It's burning calories after your workout is done, which is awesome.
Yes.
Whew, but focus on stretching, hydrating, taking deep breaths, especially after a really tough workout like that, you guys, where we sweat a lot. Make sure you really focus on hydrating, okay? Drink extra today.
Okay, lay back down on your chest. We're gonna do a chest stretch. You're gonna have one arm out to the side, totally flat against the ground, perpendicular to your body. You're gonna turn the opposite way of that arm that's on the ground and twist your body the opposite way. So if you have your left arm down, you're twisting your body to the right. The more you twist, the more intense of a deep stretch you'll feel in your shoulder and chest.
If you notice, I always yawn at the end of the workouts, and that's just my body's way. Everybody's different. My body responds to fatigue by yawning, by getting more oxygen in my body. At least that's why I think it happens. So if I'm yawning, it's not that I just didn't drink my coffee today. It's just what my body does when I get tired.
Oh, switch arms,
Switch
you
arms.
guys.
Now if you're doing your right arm, you're gonna lift your body up to look to the left, lift up on your left side, keep that right arm flat to the ground. You should feel a nice deep stretch.
And if you're wondering about how much water to have when I say to hydrate, a lot of people are confused of how much water should I really drink. And as a good rule of thumb, I mean, obviously you should drink if you're thirsty, but as a good rule of thumb, take your body weight, divide that in half, and that's how many ounces of water at a minimum you should be drinking a day. And when you have a really cardio intensive workout like this, it's okay, definitely drink more than that.
Okay, now we're gonna do a butt crossover stretch, okay? So you're gonna cross one leg over the other, and you wanna wrap your arm around that knee that's up and pull it into your chest, picking that heel up off the ground as close as you can. You should feel a nice deep stretch in your glute on that side that you're pulling in. The tighter you pull it in, the more of a stretch you'll feel in that glute.
This is Lynn's favorite
I know.
stretch.
So like Lynn was saying, drink half your body weight in ounces of water. So if you weighed 200 pounds, you'd want to aim for 100 ounces of water. If you weighed 150 pounds, you'd want to aim for 75 ounces of water. And that really is at a minimum. And then that doesn't include coffee. That doesn't include, you shouldn't be drinking soda pop anyways. That doesn't include soda or iced tea. That really needs to be just water. If you don't like the taste of water, add fruit,
Switch
mint leaves, lemon, oranges, something like that. But it needs to be water.
Yeah.
Definitely, and especially immediately after this workout, make sure to drink about an entire water bottle worth.
Yep.
Try
and get a couple, I know it sounds gross, a couple clear urinations in a day. That's a sign that your body is hydrated. If you have darker color urination, it's a sign your body's dehydrated. So try and get it as clear as possible as many times throughout the day.
Oh,
Yes, it does feel good. Okay, we're gonna stand up, do a
I
shoulder
don't ever want
stretch.
to get out of that stretch.
I know,
It feels
I'm
so
like, we
good.
could stay there. And you
Finally.
guys, I'll tell you after we start the shoulder stretch. So cross that arm over, grab your other arm and really pull. You're gonna start feeling a really nice tight stretch right there in your shoulder muscle. It's gonna say, stretching, you guys, is great. It's great for muscle soreness. It's gonna help you feel better throughout the day. It's great to stretch multiple times a day or even stretch continually. You don't have to stretch after this. I mean, you can continue stretching after this. You don't only have to do these stretch exercises once. You can do them 2 to 3 times. You can stretch while you're watching the recipe motivational video. Switch sides. Oops, I already did that. I'm behind.
Yeah.
I'm still fatigued. Whew. Hopefully you feel like your heart rate has finally started to come down. Hopefully you're
Nice
starting
job.
to feel better. Really still shake out those arms and legs. You guys really, this workout was so brutal. This might be one of the toughest workouts that we've done all month. I'm really proud of you. You should be proud of yourself. Thank you for visiting us at dollarworkoutclub.com, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.
is often one of the most underestimated factors of weight loss. So when you're trying to lose weight, what's the first thing we always look at? Am I exercising? What food am I eating, right? And usually people focus way too much on the exercise and not enough on the food and hardly anything on sleep. When in reality, you need to have a really good balance of all three in order to see optimal weight loss results. So I know for me in the past, this is what I've always struggled with. It's always really easy to say, oh, I can sleep later, or oh, sleep doesn't really matter that much. But there's so many studies that have recently come out talking about the significant impact that sleep will play on your weight loss results. In fact, a study was recently done showing 2 different control groups. One of the groups had 8 hours or more of sleep every night, and one of the groups had 6 hours of sleep every night. Nothing else was different. Their caloric intake was the same, their activity level was the same, and the group that had 8 hours or more of sleep every single night, every single one lost more weight. So if you really struggle with getting enough sleep at night, then here's some suggestions on things that you can do. One, what I recommend is making your room really, really dark, almost like a cave. You can get blackout sheets at any fabric store or blackout panels that go over your window. Or what I even did is I just bought a black flat sheet from Walmart. I think it was $5 or $6. And I hung it from the bar behind my curtain. And then I used little Velcro tabs to tape it to the side. So it was a really easy way for me to keep my room nice and dark. Something that I've really, really tried to focus on a lot lately is instead of scrolling on my phone until I fall asleep, I really try to be intentional about putting my phone in the other room or in the bathroom. So that way when I'm going to sleep, I'm either reading a book or I'm just letting my body naturally fall asleep instead of having that blue screen in front of my face. And that really helps me have a deeper sleep throughout. Now, if you're like me and you have kids, you're probably gonna get woken up most nights, and that's unavoidable. So what you wanna do is create surroundings in an environment where you can sleep the best possible in between those interruptions. And just remember that sleep really, really is important. It's a time when your body rests and recovers, when it allows your hormones to regulate, and when it allows your muscle fibers to really grow and recover, so that way in tomorrow's exercise you can function properly. Another important thing to remember is that a lot of times when your body's tired, you may crave foods that you don't normally crave. Have you noticed that? Because I do. When I'm tired, it's like I crave sugar and fatty foods and potato chips and all kinds of foods that I wouldn't maybe necessarily crave normally. And it's because if you think about it, sugar and fats, those are an energy source. So if your body is tired and lacking energy, it's going to look to food to fulfill that lack of energy within your body. So my challenge for you guys today is, depending on how much sleep you're getting right now, try and add 1 extra hour. So I know a lot of you guys are maybe only getting 4 or 5 hours of sleep a night. Try and add 1 extra hour to your day. Really try and focus your time after dinner when you get the kitchen cleaned up and the kids put to bed. Really try and be intentional about that time you have in the evening to make sure that you go to bed early enough so your body gets the proper amount of sleep. Remember, sleep before midnight is better than sleep that happens after midnight. So the earlier to bed you can get, the better for you. Hey guys, we just want to take a second to let you know how much we appreciate you. Dollar Workout Club wouldn't be a club without each of you guys, and you mean so much to us.
Yeah, and we want you guys to leave your comments. There's a section below where you can talk about if you've tried the recipe, or how you thought of the workout, or how you did in the workout, or questions about the motivational tips. If you have comments or questions, please leave them below.
Yeah, and don't forget to invite your friends, you guys, to join us here at Dollar Workout Club. And don't forget to follow us on social media using these handles below.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.